Arthritis is often seen as a disease of the aging joints or autoimmune confusion, but beneath the inflammation and stiffness, there is often a soul message waiting to be heard, because arthritis is more than an ache. It's a cry from the body that something has been held too tightly for too long. You see, bones are sacred. They are the deep foundation of your form, the scaffolding of your life. And in many spiritual traditions, bones are considered the keepers of memory and ancestry, holding the stories of those who came before you. They represent stability, structure, and identity. So when arthritis begins to affect the joints, it often signals that the foundations of your life are asking to shift. Arthritis is inflammation, and inflammation is the fire of the body trying to burn something off. But in spiritual terms, it's often misdirected fire. The heat that should be used for vitality, purpose, and self-expression gets trapped in places of suppression, stagnation, and emotional self-censorship. The fire becomes frustration. The flame gets turned inward, and the immune system attacks what it no longer recognizes as self. Here are some of the most common energetic and emotional threats that I have seen in remote energy healing sessions related to arthritis. Self-judgment and inner criticism. A lifelong pressure to get it right, to do more, to carry the load, especially when the inner voice says, "You should have known better." The joints take the brunt of the perfectionism. Resentment and bitterness, often hidden beneath politeness, not the explosive kind of anger, but the slow, cold drip of chronic disappointment, the kind that comes from being unappreciated, unseen, or emotionally overdrawn for decades. Ancestral weight. Sometimes the pain doesn't even belong to you. It belongs to your mother, to her mother, to their burden, to their silence and their survival. The hands ache with inherited roles. The knees stiffen under generational submission. And rigidity in beliefs or life path. Arthritis is about stiffness, not just physical, but spiritual. Are you holding on to an old identity? An outdated story? A "this is just how life is" mentality? The body rebels when the soul is ready for more flexibility, and we resist the call. There is a message within the pain. Pain is not here to punish. It's here to break the spell of numbness. It asks you to slow down, to lay down the unnecessary load, to stop carrying what's not yours, to forgive yourself for not being able to hold it all, because you were never meant to. And arthritis, in its most poetic sense, is the body trying to soften what has been made hard by life. Here are 3 soul-rooted ways to begin gently unwinding the spiritual threats of arthritis. What you can do now is speak to the joints. Place your hands on the area of discomfort. Say to your bones, "Thank you for carrying me. You no longer have to hold what's not mine. I give you permission to rest, to soften, to be free." Let the bones know they are safe to let go. Soften the inner voice. Notice where you are harsh with yourself, where you still demand perfection, where you withhold kindness until you do better. Begin replacing the critic with compassion. I am learning to move with grace, not force. I am worthy of softness. And release the ancestral burdens. You might try journaling or ritual. Write a letter to the pain. and ask it what it's been holding for your family line. Burn it safely and say, "With love and honor, I return this burden to the earth. It ends with me." A beautiful soul reached out to me for a remote energy healing session by the name of Madeline, with severe arthritis in her hands, joints swollen, fingers curled. She had tried every physical modality, diet, supplements, medication, massage. Still the pain persisted. In a session we found the root, a deep soul contract from childhood to hold the family together. She had always been the fixer, the helper, the one who held on when everyone else broke. But her soul was ready to release the role. Through ancestor clearing and emotional release, something shifted. And after the session, she wrote to me saying that she wept and her hands tingled, and by the end of our work together, her fingers began to open, not just physically, but energetically. And then she said, "I didn't know I was allowed to stop holding it all, but she was, and so are you." If your joints have been aching, cracking, or crying out, it may be your soul's way of saying, you don't need to be this hard to survive anymore. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to loosen the grip. You are allowed to stop performing strength. There is wisdom in your pain and freedom waiting inside it. I hope this message helps. And if you feel the call to go deeper, you can find me at anamerkabahealing.com.